And me being me, again, because I go for the most horrific thing normally, I went, oh, what is your favourite type of urn?
DJ Jon.
Yeah, exactly. I was great at it.
What's your DJ name?
Just Jon Pearson.
Just DJ Jon. DJ JP.
Yeah, I don't do any sort of... Yeah,
No, I've literally sent you the screenshots before.
Yeah, I think you probably have.
World record it,
Where's the 500 quid? Just the timer ticking down.
Yeah.
You got the blokes that are running, hanging off his legs to pull him down.
And I'm just doing chin-ups with them on my own.
I've never had 500 quid to give away. 1 to 10, where were you on that?
12.
12?
Yeah.
All right, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it was good. No, what I will say is I've had some terrible MC gigs since. Like, really bad.
I've never seen you MC.
Yeah, he took my sticks off me. I have never felt so unstable.
Yeah. Anyway, Ricky, you were saying how you were a racist.
Yeah, kicking off with the racist.
Yeah. I just like flying and I like landing better.
I like flying safely.
Yeah. Who doesn't? You're taking the piss, but who doesn't like a nice safe flight? Yeah. I don't care what you say.
How do you get that safe flight? How do you suggest that they get safe flights for pilots, Ricky?
I just think that they really need to make sure that the tests are done fairly.
Okay, good. Yeah, let's leave it at that. There we go.
Yeah,
leave it at that.
Sometimes less is more, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, welcome back to the Unstable podcast with me, Ricky Balshaw. It's probably technically like episode 18 or something. Let's call this a relaunch. So it's episode 1 and I'm joined...
Season 2, episode
Season
1.
2.
Season 2. Call it Season 2.
Yeah, Season 2.
It should have been a cliffhanger off the last one.
Oh, yeah, I should have done that. We'll go in and edit something.
Yeah.
And I'm joined today by Jon Pearson.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good morning.
How you doing, bud?
Great.
Cool.
Loving it.
Awesome. Yeah.
Loving life.
Good. It's been a good morning so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those of them who don't know who you are, tell them who you are and what you do.
I'm Jon Pearson. I'm a comedian, probably best known for doing not much material and doing more of the crowd work shit.
Well, you have a crowd work album.
I have a crowd work album out on Spotify. It was recorded 3.5 years ago, I think. And
straight in there with the plugs.
Yeah, and I would suggest that I would do it better now if I did it again.
I'm not so sure.
I listen back to it now and I'm like, oh, mate, could have done so much more with that. Yeah.
I haven't heard it, if I'm honest.
Not that I listen back to it a lot on car journeys on my own.
You are the only one listening to it. Yeah. Those numbers creep up one a day.
Fucking nothing from Spotify. You're getting £0, 0 pence.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nuts. Does this go on Spotify?
Yeah.
Yeah, pointless.
Yeah.
Just don't bother, mate.
No.
Just don't bother.
I get my views from YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah, so Spotify is nice to be out there, but I get no money from it whatsoever.
Yeah, I've had a big eye-opener recently to the money that can be earned from Facebook.
Apparently, I've heard there's been a couple of comedians spoke to me about it now. They're like, I earn like 400 quid a month from Facebook. I'm
not going to mention the person's name, but...
Might as well. Hashtag name and shame.
No, it's not shame. It's fantastic.
It's not shame.
They earn £10,000 a month.
Fuck off.
It's legit. I've seen the invoices.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Seen the invoices.
What level are these people at?
They have got just under 600,000 followers.
That's quite a lot, though. Isn't it?
It's a lot of followers.
That's a lot of followers.
Yeah, and they're on 10 grand on. That's average a month.
And then they're still gigging.
Yeah, well, they're being very selective over the gigs they're doing now.
Wow, that's incredible.
I think they're pretty much just Compèring weekends to get their clips.
I'm in the wrong audience. I'm in the wrong job.
Well, because you compare so much.
I don't know why I'm not doing this.
Yeah, maybe it's because you're shit.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Maybe you're just not at the standard of this.
Maybe I'm not at the right level. Yeah, that's it.
No. I mean, no, you're a great compare, mate.
Thanks, mate.
This sounds dead wanky, but there are a few compares on the circuit that when I know I'm on the bill, because everyone sets the room up differently. Yeah. And when you set them up, generally speaking, I know they're going to be set up quite well for my style.
Quite well. That's nice. Thanks, mate.
No, I say that because I have had the odd death after you've brought me on.
That's not my fault.
That's not your fault
at
all.
No, but you.
Most of the time they're set up well to receive my type of humour.
I think that's I think that kind of. I've had a few people say that. It's like I set them up well enough so that it's like there's enough filth in the room for them to be filthy, and there's enough for them to just go, oh, no, actually, we're going to sit back and watch this person, and they're going to do their little whimsical stuff and whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I try and make it level. I don't try and go too filth. Unless I don't like the act that's coming on after me, and then I think I'm just going to go full on absolute dirt, and then bring on a Christian comedian, get him absolutely riled up,
just
for
fuck him off.
Filth.
Yeah,
here we go. Is this guy he's not even going to swear?
I love that. I learned a lot a couple of years ago. Now I was Compèring in Stoke, and I was bringing Doug on to open, and I had a absolutely blinder. Like I was and this is not giving it the big one, because actually I'm going to talk bad.
In your opinion.
I'm going to talk bad about myself. I fucking roofed it. Like, it was amazing. They were loving it. Then Doug went on, and he won't have a problem saying this. He just died.
Amazing.
He just died because I'd got them too high. Didn't do any material. What I've always loved about you,
Ricky, is your humility and the way that you don't sort of like just promote yourself as being the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I absolutely roofed it.
Appreciate it.
Anyone else would go, I did all right.
No, I fucking smashed it.
Oh, yeah, they were just my people.
Yeah, they were my people. I roofed it. Yeah. I'm not saying I roof every gig.
On a scale of 1 to 10, where were you on that?
12.
12? Yeah. All right, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it was good. No, what I will say is I've had some terrible MC gigs since. Like, really bad.
I've never seen you MC.
No, it's because you're always MCing when I'm on.
Yeah, no, I need to get out of that.
You have seen me MC. You did my gig in Telford.
Oh, yeah, but you MC'd with Doug. You even then you were like, I'm not MCing on my own. No, I've got to have somebody else. I've got to have some fucking help.
It was the Christmas special.
This fucking absolute pussy. You can't even take a whole fucking MC job on yourself.
Well,
I'm going to job share this.
Yeah, when I know you're Compèring, I'm like, no, I can't fucking do this on my own. It's only because I steal all your shit anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't. Although I did the other day, as I told you pre-pod, I did.
It's not even. I can't even claim that's mine. That isn't my thing.
But that's what you're known for.
Yeah, kind of. But I can't claim that I did the whole like what's your favourite. But I do try and go for the most horrific thing on the what's your favourite, as opposed to
that's what I did.
Yeah, as opposed to going for the like, or what's your favourite U-bend for like plumbers and stuff. I'll tend to go for like what's your favourite disability if they've disability nurse or something.
That's the line I went down. I was speaking to a truck driver and I asked him what his favourite type of prostitute to murder was.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's an old reference.
Were you at the Skegness one when I did the
yes.
So the train driver guy. So there's a guy in the audience that was he used to drive the little train for the kids around Skegness or Mablethorpe.
Well, let me just set it up, because it was such a nice, lovely gig before this. Like, they were really sort of well-spoken, lovely audience. Everyone was just having a nice, pleasant time. Then this happened.
And he said, I am retired. I used to drive the little train that the kids went on around the thing, and everyone was like, oh, that's lovely.
Everyone went, as if like it was just a beautiful moment.
What is your favourite type of child to groom?
Went straight in with a paedophile.
Yeah, straight in. Absolutely. And just everyone in the room was shocked, but also laughing at the same time.
It worked.
Yeah. People still talk. Jim still talks about it now. It's a Jim Howard's gig.
If you remember, that was the same gig that I upset the deaf woman and she left.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did you upset her?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Because she was talking during my set, so I obviously addressed it, and she went, I'm deaf, like, I can't hear. I was like, well, everyone else can hear you, so shut up.
Honestly, the fact that Ricky's got a disability, he's got absolutely zero empathy for anyone else who's got one. He's got zero empathy. He's like, look,
take full advantage of it. I would.
Like, I don't fucking wave my sticks. I would. I don't wave my fucking sticks around to piss people off just because you can't hear. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Stop talking.
Yeah. If you need us to get an EDL interpreter,
she can't do her own volume.
So why is she fucking firing back?
But also, why is she at a comedy gig if she can't hear it?
I assume lip reading.
Oh yeah, well. Maybe.
I don't know.
Did you have one of the
close.
Did you have one of the hand gesture people?
No.
Sign language people?
No, EDL interpreter. Hand gesture people. Yeah, fucking wanker.
That's the side of the stage while Ricky's on.
Yeah.
I forgot what you called them. I'm sorry.
No. Although, I don't know, have you ever heard the story of when I did a special needs gig and David Eagle was closing and got one of the audience members... Do you not know this? This is one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. If you're enjoying our content, do me a favour and go over to patreon.com/unstablepod. We're doing a deal where the first 1,000 patrons is just £1 a month, and that'll be for the life of your membership. That money is going to get fed straight back into the podcast so that we can keep bringing you the content that you're enjoying. Thanks very much. So I'm Compèring this gig. It was organised. Susanna Clark asked me to do it, and I stepped in last minute. It was basically a gig that had been organised by this sort of charity group that is sort of run by people with special learning needs. Yeah. There's a lot of people with Down syndrome, autism there. They'd all organised it. They had not done a great job of selling it. So I'm in this 200-seat theatre and the whole audience is just the people who have organised it. Like, they'd sold 2 or 3 tickets, so everyone there was learning disabled or their carers. So I'm Compèring it. I'm trying my best to do crowd work. It wasn't going well, and it was just getting nothing. But what I had established is there was this girl who was very proud of the fact that she did dance.
Right.
So David Eagle is closing.
I don't know where this is going.
No.
I'm really worried about everything that gets said on this podcast.
Stick it out. It's worth it. So there was someone doing sign language side of stage.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
Hand gesture people.
Yeah, hand gesture people.
Let's call
There's a reason you need to know she's there. So when David Eagle went up to do his final joke, his bad boy song, he said, "Oh, there's a girl here who likes to dance. Is that right?" She put her hand up. He said, "Why don't you come down onto the stage and dance while I sing my last song?" So he's doing the bad boy song. I'm a bad, the one.
Yeah.
So he's doing that song. In his head, there's this special needs girl next to him who's dancing. Just behind her, or just to the side of her, is the woman doing the sign language. I'm backstage watching, so he's singing his song. Every now and again, he turns around and tells this girl that she's doing absolutely fantastic, and it's just getting no laughs, and getting more awkward. What was actually happening is that she had absolutely frozen in fear, and all he could see was the lady doing sign language moving. So the movement he thought he could see was
the hand gesture.
Yeah, and she was just stood there like this on stage while he's singing "I'm a Bad Boy" to a load of special needs people. It was the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
My favourite David Eagle story. This happened recently. We were down in Norwich.
Everybody's got a David Eagle story out there.
Norwich area. We were both doing it again. It was like at 6 o'clock.
Oh, sorry. I should caveat that for those who don't know. David Eagle, he's a blind comedian.
Blind comedian that plays an accordion.
Yeah.
So I'm Compèring, and so as usual with David, I introduce the stage, and I wait on the stage and make sure he gets up the steps. So he gets up the steps, and I walk down the steps, and then he continues walking, and then he nearly walks in, puts 1 foot off the end of the stage and nearly stumbles right over the other side of the stage. Not remembered, honestly. The whole crowd were like,
yeah.
And I was like, he's all right, it's fine. And he just wandered back and styled it out as he normally does.
Nice. I fell over on the way to stage a few months back.
I can imagine you did.
It was, I went to this gig in Cardiff, and it was in like this little sort of bar, but I think she lived there as well, because you go...
The gigs you do, you're so
honestly, mate.
It was in a bar, but it was in her house.
It gets worse.
The shoe.
Yeah. So we had to go...
Tiny little bar.
We had to go in between the buildings and into what looked like her garden, and she'd had it sort of done in such a way there was like these 3 steps going up to the garden, and there was all the people either side. Then there was, you turn left, go up another 2 steps and onto the stage, and these steps had like that, the broken slate, like the little slate pieces.
Yeah.
So I was announced on, I was closing. Of course I fucking was.
Here we go.
Of course I was.
Never fucking fails to mention the fact he was closing the gig in someone's fucking house.
And so I went up the 2 steps. As I got to the 3rd one, my stick slipped, went down in between everybody. Thought, this is okay, I can get up. Stood up, went to get onto the stage. The same thing happened the other way, went down. But as I went down this time, my stick went down all the steps to the thing. So I'm just laying there on the floor thinking, someone will help me in a minute.
Nobody did.
It's part of the art.
Is this videoed?
Yeah, I got that on video.
Why have you not released this as film?
Yeah, I'm collecting clips to
just fucking get them out
there.
Yeah, I need to. Jackass movie.
I need to.
It's going to be called
Unstable.
So
another
the unstable ass.
So I eventually got to the mic and I just went, did anyone notice? Thinking that'd be a good laugh. Nothing. And then my stuff, it could be quite aggressive at the start. I died.
Did you?
I died, yeah.
I imagine you did.
Because I look like this vulnerable little disabled guy then that's just stacked it twice,
yeah.
and then I go Spack Lives Matter.
Yeah.
And it just did it. It didn't.
Like, this guy's horrible.
Yeah, I was
just a horrible man.
Yeah. It wasn't good. Yeah.
I don't even think he needs those sticks.
I don't
think making it up.
I don't think I'm going to gig in that garden again.
Oh damn.
Yeah. I don't.
The pinnacle of everyone's career, gigging in someone's back garden in their house. We've got to walk through 3 buildings to get to.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to invite me back to her house.
She's got no public liability insurance.
This is what it is as a journey as a comedian, isn't it? Like, you do all these failures that look like failures in the moment.
Oh no, they are failures.
Yeah, they are failures in the moment. But then you get these stories.
Earn your stripes gigs.
That's
exactly.
Earn your stripes gigs. You got to do them.
Yeah, 100%.
But then it's looking back at them now and looking at how funny that actually was.
In hindsight. Hindsight, it was hilarious at the time. I was fucking fuming at these steps.
But also, so you said you died afterwards.
Yeah.
But that was probably also because of your demeanour would have changed in yourself. You don't think it would have done.
Oh no, I'm well aware that it did.
But you would have been a different person to what you normally are when you're confident and get to stage without falling
over. To be honest,
all of a sudden you're on the back foot.
I was aware of it. Yeah, the one that happened to be behind. I was aware of it at the time, and I was trying to give it the same energy, but I was just not. I couldn't do it.
You wouldn't, because you don't look like it.
Yeah,
you've lost all your like. Superiority is what you feel like you have when you get to stage sometimes. Yeah, because confidence of like, I'm here to do this.
Yeah, and the truth was, I felt quite vulnerable in that moment.
You would do.
My sort of stuff, I need to be confident with it.
Especially if no one fucking helped you.
No one. Nobody came.
I would have been pissing myself.
Nobody came.
I would have come and helped you at least. I would have left you for a minute and then come and help.
But even the compare, because it was being double compared by Sandro and Simon Emanuel.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, I don't know the gig, but I know that.
Yeah. And they'd literally just fucked off.
They went in the room.
Here's Ricky Balshaw, and they were
upstairs in the bathroom.
Yeah, they were in the living room. They were in the living room. Yeah,
sat by the fridge in the kitchen.
Give me a bad gig story for you, John, because you've been going a lot longer than me.
I've been going so long. 14 years I've been going now.
Yeah.
I was out the other day.
Wow.
I know, it's a long time. It's the longest job I've ever had.
I've said to myself, if I haven't made it big by 13 years, I'm going to give up. So,
okay. I'll judge. This is me quitting. This is the quitting podcast is what this is. 40, there's so many bad gigs. I can't really think of like really major ones like corporates. You die at most corporates.
Yeah, anyway. You can't class them as a bad gig because you get paid well for them. It's worth it.
There's one I did, which I also know that Doug Carter knows about this gig because he then got a gig at the place and they said you can't book Jon Pearson.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, so tell me this.
In Earl Shilton Conservative Club.
I've done it.
Yeah.
But, I was at the gig. Oh no.
No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't. No.
So I did that. It wasn't a corporate. It was like it was a conservative club. So they were booking like a variety night on. So they had like a girl on that had done like dancing on Britain's Got Talent, and they wanted a comedian. And I knew the guy that was running it at the time. I think. Yeah, I knew that he was a manager of the Conservative Club because I used to know him he lived in Melton Mowbray where I'm from. And he said, "Oh, come and do it. Yeah, you're a comedian. Come and do it. I'll give you this amount of money for 40 minutes."
Great.
I was like, "Great, but no way, I'll come and do that."
Yeah.
5 minutes in.
Sorry, I assume it was a much higher fee than a normal club.
Yeah, much higher fee, but it felt terrible taking it at the end. It was all round tables. Everyone was there, so people were there to watch, mainly to watch they thought it was a variety night. So
round tables are just making me cringe. They weren't really there
for comedians. So I got on. I started and I realised this is going to be fucking tough.
Yeah.
And then someone's phone rang.
Of course it did.
So I went, and it was probably about 7 years ago. So I would say I was reasonably new at that point. So I wasn't really as confident as I am now with doing like interaction. And I said, you best answer that because someone might.
So you were 5-6 years in.
Yeah, I was like, you best answer that because someone might have died. Is what I said.
Oh no! Oh no!
The woman answered it, and it was her daughter. And I went, "Oh, thank God she's alive." And which I don't think is that bad.
That's fine.
But she then took that as I was saying, "You wish my daughter was dead," and she announced that so loudly in the rest of the room that 200 odd people
then just
hated me.
Yeah.
And I was 5 minutes into a 40-minute set, and I wasn't getting paid until I got to 40. So I had 35 minutes of absolute death and silence of me just literally counting the minutes down.
What were you doing, material or crowd work?
I was doing material, and then I had to do lots of crowd work. But no one wanted to talk to me. Everyone was like turning their backs and like literally booing as I was doing this. I was literally looking at it, going, "Right, I've got 5 more minutes and I can go, and then it's all fine, guys. You can get on with whatever you want to for the rest of the evening." Horrible death.
Awful.
And the one when this is more funny. This wasn't a bad gig. This was more funny. So this is when I was Compèring for the Comedy Cow in Milton Keynes.
Nice gig.
Yeah, great gig.
Yeah.
And there was 2 people in the front row, and I said to them, "Are you a couple? Are you married?" And she said, "Oh, one of us is." Right. And I was like, "Oh, okay, exactly." I was like, "Oh, look at these two. Yeah. Which one's married? Who's not?" She's like, "Oh, he's married. I'm not." And I was like, "Oh my god, okay. So you're like the Scarlet Woman. You're like the pit on the side eye. You're not having an affair." And the whole audience were like, "Ooh." Yeah. And I went, "So I'll leave you alone. I won't film you or anything because we don't want you to get caught, with your pants down because your wife might watch a video on YouTube or whatever." And as I turned away, he went, "No, she's a widow." So And me being me, again, because I go for the most horrific thing normally, I went, oh, what is your favourite type of urn? Which got fucking nothing whatsoever in the room. So then I went, oh, and then I think I introduced Laura Lex. I went, well, anyway, let's go on.
All the acts to bring on as well.
Let's bring on Laura Lex, everybody. So I brought her on, and then I went to the promoter at the back, like Mark was there, and I went, did you know about that? I went, oh, we did think it was weird because she comes every month, but she normally comes with a different guy. And we didn't think, where's her husband? But apparently, so you'd only been dead about a week and a half.
Weeks, we're talking.
Yeah. I saw her a bit later on having a fag outside. She was just literally just like, just staring blankly.
Ironically, making more ash.
Yeah, exactly. So, that was horrific.
I had a bad one Compèring. I had this new night in Shrewsbury, and there was a guy on the front row covered in tattoos, and he had a black ring on his finger, and the other fingers had dates. So I was like, oh, what's all this about, mate? I was like, are those dates like really important to you when someone died? He went, yeah, I had a stillborn. I was like,
oh my God, that's horrific. You can't go anywhere with that.
And mate, I'd been on, it was the first section.
You can't do anything with that.
I'd been on 90 seconds.
Yeah.
It was so hard.
They will hate you from that point.
Yeah.
That's it. You are the horrible compare then from that point. You can't even be...
And I tried to do the whole, why'd you have to bring the gig down? No.
It's not going to work.
Making it all about
Never
you.
Never going to work.
Yeah,
Never going to work.
It didn't.
No.
And I looked up and Doug, Joe Rowntree was the opening act. Doug was middling. And I just looked up and I just saw them both like shaking their head. I'm like, I'm aware of how awkward this is because I'm here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible. I had a few like friends and family in the audience as well because it was a local gig. My dad was there. And I spoke to him in the interval. He was like, fucking hell, Rick, that's the worst thing you've ever said. I'm like, I'm well aware of that.
It's the worst thing you've ever said?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, and I've said some fucking stupid
From your dad,
shit.
yeah. That's the worst thing you've ever
Yeah, my dad loved like dark humour and pushing it, and then Rick, that was fucking too far. I was like, I didn't actually think he had a dead kid.
Well, no, you wouldn't do, but once he'd said it, you should have just moved on, Ricky, rather than...
Yeah, I thought in my head, I thought,
digging in.
Let's double down on this.
Some things I wouldn't go on, that's definitely one of them.
Yeah, well, too late now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's done. It's over. Some guy in Shrewsbury hates you.
No, he bought tickets to the next show.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's fucking sound. Yeah, he was alright, man.
Worked out.
Yeah, sound. So
Did you do the same thing on the next show?
Say again.
Did you do the same thing on the next show?
I asked him. I genuinely asked him if he had any more blacked out.
Oh my God! No, you didn't. Fuck off.
But this is like because I'd spoke to him afterwards, and I was like, look, I said, after the first show, I said, I'm really fucking sorry. I said, I didn't mean anything. He went, nah, and he was actually fine about it. He said, you weren't to know. He said, and to be honest, he said, I deliberately made it awkward just because I know you're a comic and did it. I was like, right, okay, so we kind of had a bit of a rapport, and he was right about it. So I kind of did it on purpose the second time, and it went down well.
That's what he said.
And then I told the audience the story from the first time, and in the telling of it
retrospect.
Worked. Yeah, in the telling of it worked fine.
Nice.
So yeah, that was that. So what's new in the world? Well, there's one big thing new. Well, very little thing new.
I got an 8-month-old.
You got a baby.
Got a little baby. Got a little baby girl.
Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you, yeah.
Awesome.
Who'd have thought that at age of 42?
Yeah. Loving that.
Loving it. It's great. I mean, I've got an 8-year-old as well. So I've got my.
Oh, I thought this was your first.
Well, it is, but I've got my partner. She's got an 8-year-old daughter. So she's my daughter as well. So I've got an 8-year-old and I've got an 8-month-old basically.
Okay.
So I do it. We don't.
How long have you been fathering the 8-year-old?
Fathering the 8-year-old for so what is she? She's 8 now. So probably about 3.5 years, something like that.
So she's definitely a daughter then.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I know she's my daughter. Like we argue like father and daughter.
Does she have a relationship with a biological father?
Yeah. Okay. So she goes to him every other weekend and all that sort of stuff. And then I am.
But you are a big part of the life.
Yeah, I'm there all the time. She lives with me. She lives with us. Cool. You know what I mean? So she's.
You'd hope so.
Yeah.
It's not like she's out of the shed.
No, I don't leave her checked outside. She's definitely a massive part of everything. So yeah, we argue like father and daughter do. She's
great.
An absolute little knobhead.
Yeah.
But I think she's fucking brilliant.
Cool.
So then there's the 8-month-old, which is just crazy. Like I've never done it. So having an 8-year-old daughter that you've not known since she was born to then having one fresh out the box, brand new, like all of it's
fresh out the box.
What
a great,
probably not the best.
What a great double meaning there.
No, I totally get it. I'm on his side.
I'm going to tell your missus that. I'm going to send her this clip.
Fresh out the box.
He's talking about you. Yeah.
But to see it go from nothing to something. I mean, she's 8 months old. She's nearly 9 months old now. So she's been out as long as she was in.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So that's the weird. So she's basically been in our lives now for 18 months. It's like a weird amount of time to think that she's only 9 months old, but she's doing. It's crazy the amount of stuff that she does. I used to be able to just leave her on the floor and just fuck off and come back, and she'd still be in the same place. Whereas now she's crawling, standing up, moving.
Nice.
Mental. First word. Got the first word out of her the other week.
Was it cunt?
No, it was burp.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a great first word.
That's a great first word, yeah.
Literally, I burped, and Mrs. went, "Oh, that was a burp," and then Logan looked up and just went, "Burp." And that was it.
Oh, do you want us to bleep the name out?
No, it's fine.
Very cool, that. Yeah,
that's fine. I'm not bothered.
Just going back a couple of steps with the... well, some people are funny about the...
I like it. I'm not
You're taking a piss, but I was trying to be respectful there.
Unless you've got a load of pedos on your fucking podcast, which...
I mean, there's a chance.
There's definitely a chance.
There's a chance, You've seen my material.
He's now young.
Yeah. Ricky is literally Joe. And they can't get away from him.
Yeah, I'm like methadone. I'm like methadone for pedos.
If they kick his sticks away, they've got him. Come here! There was a load of them at that gig when he slipped over on the stage. Just jumping for it. Trousers down, ready to go.
I only needed one stick before that gig.
Van door was open.
But going back to what you said about you just used to be able to like leave him there and her, how embarrassing, sorry, have to leave her there. My parents must have thought I was a fucking dream because they could leave me like that till I was about 2. I just
till now
because I couldn't fucking crawl.
Even now, we would leave you on the floor. You won't be able to get anywhere.
I didn't start crawling until my brother, who's 13 months younger, did.
Really?
Because I was copying him. Yeah.
Wow.
But even then, I wasn't crawling. I was just dragging myself across the floor with my hands.
The army crawl.
Yeah.
The army crawl.
Because I used to crawl a lot as a kid, and then I did this at primary school. Went to this kids party, and it was like like the assault courses and stuff like that. And you'd think that my times would be shit compared to the able-bodied kids, but because I was so fucking fast crawling, I made up the time on the crawling bits and through the tunnels, and I was in the mix with all the able-bodied kids.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's
obviously I lost a lot of time on the running bits, but like the swinging bits, like the monkey bars, that's all hands in it, and then the crawling bits, I was able to make.
I would have thought you would have had more upper body strength.
Yeah,
but you haven't, have you?
I'm stronger than I look. I mean, comparatively.
See Ricky without a top on, you'd be impressed.
I don't want to see Ricky without a top on.
No, you don't.
Yeah, no, I'm quite.
I thought because you know when you see like, especially like wheelchair like sprinters and stuff like that, they are like fucking stacked at the top.
But that's like comparing a 100-meter sprinter to a long distance runner. I'm not saying I'm a long distance runner, but because I walk on the sticks, it's more sort of endurance. So
you'd be a good like marathon runner
on my hands.
That's what I want to see. I want to see that.
I
want to see you do the London Marathon just on your hands.
Yeah, but no, if this podcast gets 100,000 likes, we'll do that.
We'll do that. Yeah. 100,000 likes.
You're going to run a marathon on your hands.
On my hands. Yeah, you heard it here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
It's definitely never going to happen. But it's
100,000 likes and I'll do it. So get sharing.
Okay, that's it. It's out there.
Get your mate Darren to share it for us. And we've got a chance.
Yeah.
But so I'm quite strong. My arms are,
All right.
I mean, I'm not a big guy, so I'm not going to win any arm wrestling challenges. But for my size, I'm quite strong.
And you can do it for a long time.
Yeah.
So like you can hang, do you know what I mean? Like, you like pull-ups and that you can like hang on. You know those bars where they sort of test you, where it's like you've got to hang on.
You've got to hang on for a bit,
5 minutes, or a minute or something. You can win 50 quid.
Yeah,
do you reckon you'd be able to smash one of those?
Easy.
Really?
Easily. Yeah, because my grip strength is
so fucking funny to see. You know, if there's like challenges that you see the street vendors.
I'm about to say you see them at like
Ricky
fairs.
Walks up with his fucking crutches.
Yeah.
I'll have a go.
Yeah.
You can do one for free, mate.
Yeah.
And just goes up there and hangs on it.
World record
where's
it.
Where's the 500 quid? Just the timer ticking down.
Yeah.
You got the blokes that are running, hanging off his legs to pull him down.
And I'm just doing chin-ups with them on my ankle.
I've never had 500 quid to give away.
But yeah, because grip strength is quite strong because I'm on the sticks all the time.
Imagine it must
be.
And
then, I'm quite strong.
Great.
Yeah,
good chat.
Yeah, great chat. Fatherhood.
Yeah.
Where were we? How's that been with gigging, man? I mean, I imagine it's one of two things. It's either absolutely great because you fuck off out of the evening, or it's complete dog shit because when you do get back, you're then woken up and you're knackered.
Yeah,
or a combination of the two.
It's great. I love it because it means I'm around more, so I can be around more in the day and stuff and all that. So that's fine. It's become much harder to now leave. So leaving the house has become a harder thing because I don't sort of want to go.
Okay.
But I know I've got to go because I know I've got to go out and work.
Yeah.
So that's become harder. And then the bedtime is always like around about sort of like 6:30, 6 o'clock,
when
6:30
you're leaving.
when I'm going. So it's kind of like a difficult thing. So what I'm saying is I want to do more opening and closing of gigs so I can leave earlier or leave later and not be there all night.
Well, that's great because I want to do more compering.
Yeah,
so we can do a little switch.
Put you in the same realm as me as Compèring.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to put you in the same realm as my doubles.
Well, I can do that. But it's become a lot harder and more difficult to leave. Yeah. But I'm also more aware now of, especially just in general, as having a family. I've been aware for a while. Especially we've only been living together now for about a year. Because
it's quite a new relationship, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
so
to have a kid and that.
Yeah, pretty new. Well, we've been together I'd say for about 3.5 years. I'd say.
I thought it was newer than that.
No, it's about 3.5 because I know like Poppy for so long. So Poppy's the 8-year-old, and then Kel's. We've been together for probably 3.5 years, something like that. I can't never remember exactly when it is. No, we always speak about this. We always say this. We've got no idea of when we've got no anniversary. We've got no time of saying, right, this is exactly when we got together. There's none of that.
Have you not got like a date you put it on Facebook?
No. The date we went actually in a relationship on Facebook was when we announced that we were having Logan.
Oh.
So because we both thought, we best put that we're in a relationship together before we then go, by the way, we've got a kid. So that's one thing we did do. But we did it on the slide. We didn't announce.
Take it off the visual thing
and then put ourselves on as relationships. So everyone saw that. No one got the big notification. So they're in a relationship, and then they've got a baby. I've
always done that whenever I've ended a relationship.
That's clever.
Yeah, because I can't be arsed with it. I hope you're okay.
Yeah.
DM me, hun. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's how you get most of your women.
To be fair.
It's not that new, but because we kind of lived together. So I was living in a flat in Melton, and then Kel lives in Melton, and she was in a house with Poppy, and then it was kind of like last year.
How did you meet?
Through online, like we're just doing so I was doing so much stuff on this virtual pub during like COVID and stuff.
What? Virtual pub?
Yeah, it was a virtual pub. So during COVID, there was a thing called the virtual pub, which was a woman that used to run a pub in Melton.
Right.
Started this thing called the virtual pub, which was basically where she wanted to try and get as much of a pub atmosphere online in the Zoom, not in Zoom, but on Facebook.
Yeah.
So she created this like virtual pub, which had like singers, DJs, and then I started doing a comedy night on there. Right. Kel was all part of that. So Kel was all part of the admin of that.
Sorry, how did that work? So like... It'd just be on the telly sort of thing, and then you'd be stood there with a microphone and
so it's basically like the Zoom thing. So basically, I started doing the Zoom gigs during COVID through that. So I started off by doing it, just streaming it to Facebook, with comics, and then I did it via Zoom with comics so that we could actually get audience members in, so they could have people in the Zoom call with them. Yeah. So I started all that sort of stuff off, and then so I was doing that. Then I got into a bit of DJing on it, so I started doing DJing on like a Monday night.
DJ Jon.
Yeah, exactly. I was great at it.
What was your DJ name?
Just Jon Pearson.
DJ Jon. DJ JP.
Yeah, I didn't do any sort of proper DJing. It was just like just DJing. It was just, I was just playing music, mate, and then talking over it.
Yeah.
That basically was it. It was like a radio show in effect.
Yeah.
So Kel was part of that. And
I love that for you.
Yeah, it was great. Do you know what? I'd love to go into radio, but I just can't seem to find any.
I would love to go into radio.
I think it's great. I think radio's a great idea.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's how we met, through that, and then when I moved back to Melton, we just got together from there. So it was like that's basically how it happened.
Cool, awesome. I've met her a few times at gigs. She's lovely.
Yeah, she's great, and then she's brilliant. She's so good with it. Like she's so great with gigs. Like it's because like relationships can be hard when you're gigging. You know that.
Oh yeah,
because you're away.
I lost a relationship.
Did you lose a relationship because of the gigs?
It was a massive point in me splitting up with my ex. Yeah.
Really? What? Because you're away so much?
Yeah. So when I got with her, I'm not going to say a name. When I got with her, I wasn't a comic. Then I became a comic. My lifestyle changed massively. So I completely get it. And there was a few other things. Like,
that's the same with my first wife. That's how that worked.
Yeah. How many are you on now?
Well, I've had 2 exes.
2 ex-wives? Yeah. Okay. Have you proposed to?
No, not yet.
You got any?
I don't know. No idea.
Third time lucky?
I don't know. I think I've made enough of a commitment by having a child with her.
Yeah.
That's more of a commitment than I made with the other 2, I'd say.
Fair.
Because that's just a piece of paper.
A deliberate commitment?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't deliberate. It wasn't. Yeah, it's a deliberate commitment. Honestly, we discussed it. Well, not discussed it really. I just thought like walking around. She always says this.
I was walking around with a hard on.
We'd walk around and I'd see a baby. I'd be like, oh, I really want one of those.
All right.
That's what I used to say to her. She'd be like, okay, all right, let's do it.
See, in my head then, when you said walking around, I've just imagined you around the house like, right.
No, not quite.
Let's make a baby.
Let's do that.
Right, okay.
That was it.
Cool.
No sort of major sort of like, let's do it, let's plan it. It was just like, all right.
If it happens, it happens.
Let's stop doing that thing, and that will mean that then happens.
Yeah.
That's basically how we did it.
Fair. Did it happen quick? From that?
Quickly. Yeah. Unbelievably quickly. Wow. Unbelievably quickly.
Are you surprised at that? Are you surprised your sperm is still working?
Yeah, I was, to be fair. I mean, I've obviously having 2 wives before, and then other relationships and stuff, and never having any sort of, I would say, no scares at all. I've never had a scare of a pregnancy from anywhere else.
Yeah.
I was always just thinking, maybe I'm just not. Maybe I'm just...
I had a similar thing. Like, I'd never had a scare, and I was the only straight guy on the dressage team. Like, I had fun in my youth.
I don't know where this story's going.
No, I was.
You can't get pregnant.
What I'm getting is there was no competition.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, so they saw me as a challenge. I wasn't a fucking challenge. So and I wasn't.
only when he wasn't sober.
Yeah. And I was never careful, and I just assumed that I couldn't, and then had an accident.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
With someone I was in a relationship with, and she didn't want to keep it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, broke me. That did.
Did it?
Oh, really bad.
Yeah. I can't.
As in, I had to go getting help for it and everything.
Did you?
Yeah, really, really bad, because it was through COVID, and they weren't.
So you're breaking rules, basically, is what you're saying. You weren't in the bubble.
No, she was in my bubble.
Oh, okay.
And I was in hers by all accounts. But at the time, they obviously, because the clinics and everything were closed, they were literally just sending out packs.
Yeah, it's a tablet,
like an abortion pack.
Yeah.
Well, the first few days was just a tablet, and then these tablets had to go in a certain area.
Okay.
For the final few days, and she couldn't bring herself to do
area?
it. And
I don't know what you're on about.
Yeah, we can guess. So
no, we can't. What about the younger viewers?
You're on the screen for a reason. Bring it
she
up.
asked me Google the shit out of it, and she asked me to put the tablets in there for her, and it fucking ruined me.
Did it?
Because I wanted to keep the baby for a start,
right?
And then had a lot of this guilt that I'd pretty much killed it. So yeah, I felt I was in an absolute mess.
You're a nicer person, I think.
Yeah, no, it really, really upset me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to get help for it and everything.
Great, well, keep it light.
This has gone dark, hasn't it?
Yeah, keep it light.
Yeah. That's the second time we've spoken about dead babies on the show today.
I know, that's ridiculous. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Where were we? Oh, yeah, so it was an accident. We spoke about this like yesterday. We spoke about this, and we remember when it happened. So we knew it was happening. She knew it was happening because we were sat eating. So
when you say she knew it was happening, she knew she was pregnant.
Yeah, she knew she was pregnant. Well, she didn't know she was pregnant. She had an idea. She thought she was. She wasn't late or anything, but we were sat in my flat, and Kel's like dairy free and all that sort of stuff. So we got a lot of dairy free yogurts and stuff. We're having a dairy free yogurt, and she just went, "Oh, this tastes like vinegar." And I tested it. I was like, "It doesn't. It's absolutely fine." And she went, "Oh." That's like the first time round. She was
it's
like,
either COVID or pregnancy.
Yeah, that's
at that
what
point,
happened.
That's
the first time things started to taste differently. And then she started hating the taste of her vape.
Okay,
that started to happen. So she's like, I think we need to do a test. And then as she said, you just did your normal thing of just going, nah, we'll be all right, we'll work it out. And then we left it about another 2 weeks until she messaged me saying, John, we need to do something about this. And we need to know yes or no.
Yeah.
Could you get it? But I was like, yeah, we'll sort it out. Don't worry about it. And then she said, I said, oh, because I just went and got your test. She's like, no, you didn't. Well, I was around your flat, and you went, I'm going to go to the shop. Do you want some donuts? I went to go and get some donuts. And then you came back with donuts and a pregnancy test.
Yeah.
So then she did the pregnancy test there and then
At least you could have a donut while she's waiting.
Yeah. So she did it then, and it within a minute, 30 seconds, it came. You're supposed to wait 2 minutes, whatever it is. Within 30 seconds, it came up just like pregnant.
Yeah. Same as the COVID test, and you see the thing go up there.
2.5 weeks, and we're like, that makes sense. Yeah. So that was it. Done. Pregnant.
Fantastic.
End of.
Yeah. Were you there for the birth?
Yeah, there for all of it.
Yeah, business end,
saw it all.
Yeah.
She came out.
Cut the cord.
Yeah, cut the cord. She came out honestly like that. She came out like Jesus. She came out like that. They held her up. She had her arms out, just screaming.
Oh, I thought you meant out.
Yeah, no. She came out like Jesus.
She came out swimming.
Kel was incredible. I've never seen anything like it. The birth it was an absolute amazing thing to watch, but so fucking emotional. It was unbelievably emotional.
I bet.
Kel was screaming in pain. She's been in labour for a day and a bit, and so we finally got into the point where we were in the hospital, and we're like, yeah, you're like three minutes apart or whatever, and that was on the Saturday morning. And then it slowed down, so we're in hospital from Saturday morning until Sunday morning, and eventually, but we're having a problem with those shift changeovers that happen when she needed stuff to be, so like, we need to break your waters for you because it needs to happen. Right. They're like, and then the nurse would be like, oh, but I'm clocking off. So we'll wait for the next ones to come in, and then you wait for the next, and they've got to do a handover. So it was like 2 hours later, they're coming in, oh yeah, we'll break your waters. So they broke the waters, and it was just like, once that happened, it just went from her being slightly in pain to absolute fucking agony.
Right.
I just remember.
Was it too late at that point to have certain drugs as well?
She had their gas and air and stuff.
Yeah.
I just remember her she was on all fours on the floor because it was so much pain, and the doctors came in and went, you need to get on the bed. Because we need to examine you and make sure everything's all right. And Kel's so meek and lovely and nice, and I saw her, she literally looked at the doctor and just went, no, you can fucking get down here and you can fucking do your job. That's all she said. And the doctor was like, all right, fair. Fair enough, no problem. They literally, I just helped her onto the bed, and then Logan was born. And then we only had her for an hour, and then they tested her and did all the stuff that they have to do. So I'd held her, Kel had held her, and then
like, skin on skin,
and all that sort of stuff, which was great and amazing and brilliant. And then they took her over and they like tested her temperature and her oxygen levels, and her temperature was down and her oxygen level was down. So they just took her away, and we're like, we were just left there for like 2 hours, like, what's happening with her baby? Like, what's going on with that? Doctor's not seeing her for age? What's going on? Really, really worrying times. Like, oh yeah, we think she's got an infection.
If they bring you back a black one. Yeah. That's mine. That's not mine.
What have we gone back to racism with Ricky Balshaw, everybody? That's what's changed the podcast.
It's not racism to highlight the colour of a baby.
I've got a question for you though. Like, so now that you've experienced that birth and everything, what hurts more, childbirth or being kicked in the balls?
I would. The way that it was with Kel, I would say childbirth definitely hurts more.
Really?
Definitely hurts more. I've been kicked in the balls no end of times, and I was not in anywhere near as much pain as she was.
No,
it was one of the most horrific. It was so, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I imagine
stood there as like a spare part, like she's in absolute agony.
I imagine it's the thing.
You just earned your blowjob, by the way.
Thanks, mate. What now?
Yeah. I imagine it's like
that's Patreon content.
Definitely. I imagine it's one of them things that you're so proud of your partner in that moment.
Yeah, massively.
But so feeling sorry for him at the same time for being in so much pain and helpless. All these emotions.
Yeah, all that. And then when they took Logan away, we were like, she went away, and then we were like, what's happening? They're like, well, she's got an infection. We think she might have meningitis. So they took her away and they had to do like a lumbar puncture to try and test all that sort of stuff. Then we didn't get her back. She was in ICU and she's in like a little cabinet with oxygen around her. She's got a cannula in her arm, and she's like, we're like, fucking hell, it's horrible. And then they were like, oh, we're giving her like antibiotics and stuff, and we'll see whether it works or not. And then they were like, but you can try and feed her. And I'm still convinced now that Kel giving her the first breast milk feed she'd ever had.
Yeah.
Because literally, as soon as we'd done that, she everything just started happening. Like her temperature started going up, her oxygen went up. She started waking up. She wasn't crying. She had to have that. They didn't let her have that first feed before they took her away.
Right. So what you're saying is she was just hungry.
Yeah, basically. She was hungry. She wanted the milk. She wanted the antibiotics that were there already, that they're designed to be for her. So they took her away too quickly, which caused us to be and then in hospital for another 7 days because you have to stay in to go through the antibiotics course.
Yeah.
So I basically slept on a seat for fucking 7 days while my child was absolutely fine and we're just desperate to get out.
Nightmare. That's one of probably my biggest fear, because my disability was caused at birth.
Yeah.
And to have the complications and all that worry is 100% my biggest fear. Not because I'm feeling sorry for myself, what I went through. I don't give a shit, I'm cool with it. But watching my kid, if something went wrong, go through that, it breaks my heart in retrospect. So.
But and then she was fine, and that was it. But it was just that great. First initial bit was just like, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Just let her fucking do it.
Yeah. Fair play. Right, I think that's a good place to go to a break.
Yeah, let's go for a break.
And you know what? We've actually got a sponsor.
Wow,
we've got a sponsor, so we'll find out now. We'll go to it. So
dead babies were Ricky Balshaw.
Yeah, here's a word from our new sponsor, the cremation place. I couldn't think of a good cremation name there.
You couldn't. You're terrible at improv. You're terrible at improv.
Dog shit. Yeah. Rick's Crematorium. You kill them, we grill them.
Nice.
If you're into Pokemon, Warhammer, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dungeons and Dragons, or anything like that, get yourself down to Triple C Insistent, Leicester, where they can take care of all of your needs. They're also a CGC specialist, so if you find any comics or cards knocking around in your grand's attic, get them over there, get them graded, and you never know, you might be sat on a fortune. If you're listening to this podcast, you get 10% discount on all of the CGC products using code UnstableCGC10, and they'll give you 20% off all of the Warhammer products using discount code Unstable20. Thanks very much. Back to the pod. We're back. That was a great advert, that was, wasn't it?
What was it?
Great advert.
What were we advertising, Rick?
It's Lee Astle's card shop.
That's the card shop. There we go. Good old Lee.
Yeah.
No, can you say what the actual advertiser was? Because otherwise the advertisement might not happen again.
No, I haven't recorded it yet.
Oh.
We're going to put that in. Yeah.
Don't worry, it's fine.
I'm going to be honest, mate. I haven't even scripted it yet.
I know, I'm just putting you on the spot. It's brilliant.
No, I know. Yeah, appreciate that. My fucking producer's doing me in here.
I'm a douche.
Yep. Well, welcome back to part 2. John is still here.
I am still here.
Still here. Thank you for sticking around, mate. Yeah, we've had another coffee each.
Yeah.
We're not dead yet.
No.
It's going good. So yeah, what's new?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Mate?
What's new? You need a different fucking question.
I know,
you need a different question. Every single one. So what's new, mate?
Cool.
I don't know. You fucking tell me. You're interviewing me, mate.
It's a Telford thing. Like, what's new? What are you saying?
New?
Like,
Nothing. Nothing's new in Telford. It's fucking all old, isn't it?
It is.
What was that thing you said to me the other day? You said it's something that people from Telford say.
What you saying?
Was it? What you saying?
What you
saying?
You
said that to me.
What are
you saying?
Everyone
and I was
says
like, I'm saying hi.
Yeah, I'm saying
like,
hi.
Yeah. And he was like, Mikey, are you okay? I was like, what the fuck?
He was having a full-on breakdown. I was like, "All right, mate, what are you saying?" He was like, I don't know.
Nothing.
I was like, well, what the fuck are you
You
phoning
rang me.
for,
That's
then?
why. If he rang me and said, "What are you saying?" I'd be like,
No, he rang
nothing.
me. He rang me. He was like, "You all right, mate?" I was like, "Yeah, man. What are you saying?" I don't know.
I was so confused.
That would confuse me as well.
Went on for at least like 3 minutes.
That doesn't seem like it would be a thing that anyone else would say. What are you saying?
Oh, another
What are you
thing.
saying?
Another thing we say in Telford is we call people cock. So you're all right, cock.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got the time on your cock? No, it's on my
You got
fucking
the time
wrist.
on your cock.
Yeah. No.
No.
It's
I won't let me watch.
It's on my wrist.
Mate.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's what else is there round here? Duck. Is that round here?
Duck. Yeah, Duck. Derby.
So-
East Midlands is like a duck thing.
Yeah, I've got friends in Stoke, and the first time I met his dad, he went, "You're out, Duck," and I honestly took offence to it, thinking he was taking the piss out of how I walked.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I do walk like a duck.
Yeah, you do walk like a duck. Yeah, that's true. So,
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, actually, I can see that. Yeah, the waddle.
Yeah. More like a penguin. They used to call me Pingu at school.
Did they?
Which I think is fucking brilliant.
Pingu's a better name than
really-
Ricky Balshaw.
I think it's clever.
I've just come up with a theme song. I had proper spaced out there. I just came up with a theme
That
song.
one,
the whole
for
Pingu.
Ricky.
Go on then.
It's like, well, shit. I don't want to say it, but
Go on.
it's like, and I waddle. I waddle every day. My name's Ricky Balshaw.
We'll have to be careful how we. We'll have to be careful how we record that because we don't want to sound racist.
I want to see. I want to see the video of it though. I want to see Ricky
That'd be funny.
waddling away.
Waddling away.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Waddle away.
What a great podcast.
I'll do it for the clicks.
That's the
Doing it for the clicks.
That's a fucking
Do it for the
intro
clicks.
Do it
video
for the
there.
clicks, man. Yeah, well, we were talking like it's with the social media thing. It putting the clips out there, the way it rewards you financially is brilliant.
It is. It's just fucking doing it. It's such a. Like, there used to be a time when being a comic was just being a comic.
Yeah.
Whereas now you are a video editor, a producer, a fucking cameraman.
Yeah.
Like, my bag.
I mean, Ricky's not.
Well, Ricky's
No,
not.
that's
yeah.
why I've got Mikey.
Ricky's not at all.
Yeah.
But like my bag, I used to literally take like a little tiny bag of it. I have my wallet in it. I could put my keys in it. That's it. Now I'm taking a fucking rucksack.
Hang on, stop. When you only had keys and a wallet, you didn't just put them in your pocket. You had a man bag.
Yeah, of course I did.
Why?
Because where else going to put them when I'm on stage?
Oh yeah, I suppose
Yeah.
leaving them in the green
Get
room
back
is
in
a
your
little.
fucking hutch, you twat.
Hang on, no, you in your pocket.
No, not on stage.
No, true. And actually, now I think about it, like you wouldn't want to leave stuff on display in green rooms. With
No.
some of the comics that are around.
Exactly. There's definitely well-known ones that steal pins.
There
from
are
the
some
green room.
stories.
So
Yeah.
we'll surely for the Patreon. Hashtag name
In
and
fact,
shame.
yeah, there's a good story at the minute we will talk about on the Patreon, isn't there?
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
about it.
I want to know this.
Think about it.
I'm
Think
intrigued.
about
We're
it.
talking about feeding from Turkey.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay,
Yeah,
on it. Yeah.
Oh my
so,
god.
so yeah. I mean, so I used to have just a little bag
Yeah.
that I put stuff in. Whereas now I've got a fucking rucksack that I've had to buy a new rucksack now that's got enough room in it for like a camera, a microphone, other microphones to clip to myself, a tripod. I had to get a proper bag that now so the tripod can be like strapped on the bottom because I could never find a rucksack that was big enough to put a tripod into.
yeah.
So I'm just carrying fucking shit around with me all the time.
Yeah, it's a because when I got into it, I just thought the same as you. I thought, I'll just turn up, tell some jokes and get paid a load of money. And then I actually made it to weekend work and thought, you don't get paid as much as you think.
Well, yeah, you don't know. You're still getting paid.
I think if the public knew how much we were getting paid per gig, they'd think we were nuts.
I don't think they would.
I do.
I don't think they would. When I talk to people, when I tell my mum and dad how much I get paid for a gig, my mum and dad think that's a reasonable amount of money.
Really?
Yeah, because it is, when you think about it. You're 20 minutes on stage. To people, if you're doing 20 minutes for 200 quid,
when
you say it like that,
if you say it like that,
is mental.
As an hourly rate. If you say it like that, yes, but then you think you've got potentially 3-4 hours to the gig, 4 hours back.
But maybe not.
And all the maybe not, but all the work that 20 minutes has taken you.
I'm not saying that I think it's a right amount of money, but to the general public, you tell them I'll get 250 quid or 200 quid for this gig, they'd be like, fucking hell, that's brilliant. Because that's like what's the hourly wage? What's a normal daily rate for someone on like a minimum wage job right now?
I don't know. Is it 16, 17 quid an hour? Is it?
Yeah, it's £100 a day. Yeah. So you're talking
slightly more than that, isn't it? Is minimum wage? What is minimum wage for? Can we Google it?
No, I haven't worked
like
minimum wage job
an hour or something.
For years.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
So so you're talking like a day and a half.
Yeah.
A day and a half, and you're on stage for 20 minutes, and then you're complaining that you might have to drive 3 hours.
Yeah, no, I get it, and I do it, and it pays my bills.
To anyone else, I think they would go, well, that's great. It doesn't work out like that, and I know it's hard with the way we live. Also, we're living invoice to invoice, 30 to 30 day, all that sort of stuff. We're not getting a regular wage every month that's coming in at like £100 a day or whatever.
I did have a fantastic deal with a previous agent that at the end of the month they would send me the money that I'd gigged for that month, and they would take the risk and get paid.
That's a great way.
It was fantastic.
I had one of my previous agent. He started doing. He tried it for 3 months. He said, "What we'll do is we'll just pay. I'll pay you at the end of the month, like a wage of what you've earned during the month, or what I've been paid for you during the month."
Right.
But he did it, and he didn't let us know that he was going to do it. He didn't give us enough time to save up the money so that we could like. So, because we're all getting used to like getting paid like as and when, like, so I gig for the Tonic a lot. They pay within the week, so every week I was getting money, whereas he then changed it to monthly. So I went from getting things every week to then, fuck, I got no money. Yeah, nothing's coming in, and then I get a big chunk at the end of the month. It was like a big change, but he didn't give us any warning. Just went, that's what I'm doing from now on. So we're all like, can I have an advance? Like, can I need to pay my fucking car insurance? It's mental.
Yeah, it was a massive learning curve for me going full time into it.
I think we're underpaid for what we do.
Yeah.
But I think when you talk to anyone else, for what we look like we do.
Yeah. For the perception, maybe you're right. The
perception of the general public will be that we're getting we're getting a reasonable rate, and it makes sense that we're getting paid that amount of money.
And I think for me, talking to the acts that have been around sort of 30 years, and we're getting paid the same.
Yeah, we're getting the same. Yeah, exactly, It's not gone up.
No,
but then you can also argue that we're still willing to work for that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
If we all turned around and went, "No, I'm not doing it."
Yeah.
But then there would be people that would be willing to
I
work
was
for it.
just about to say there are people sort of on the way up that would do it. You know?
And I did it. I did it when Jonglers was a thing. I was just breaking into paid work with Jonglers, and then everyone stopped working for them, and all of a sudden I got ranked up to MC and opener and closer, and I did it with fucking great.
I did it with Ruffle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, great, but everyone's like, you shouldn't be working for them. They're not paid us for last month. And I was like, no, I'll be fine. They were paying me because I was getting paid less than they were getting paid.
Yeah.
And then it got to a point where they owed me $3,000, and then they went, oh, actually, no, we've gone bust.
Oh, nightmare.
So I lost $3,000 because I was like, no, I'll be fine.
Yeah. Even the short time I've been in it, I've seen a few promoters that have and it's the same pattern, isn't it? All of a sudden, the payments start getting a bit later and a bit later.
So they go. What always happens? It's always the same way, and it happened with Ruffle, and I'll fucking mention it because I don't give a shit.
Yeah, same.
He's gone bankrupt now, so I don't give a fuck. But they'll go from cash on the night, to backs on the night, to then backs within a week, to then backs when I can be bothered,
when I've got
to then 30-day invoice, to then I'm now chasing my invoice, to then I'll pay you when I can, to then. Where the fuck's my money?
And then I'll try one.
Literally it.
And then I'll try one last time, half the fees, and pay cash on the night.
Yeah,
so
that's the other step. Yeah, I'll pay you what I owe you for tonight.
Yeah,
which I'm only paying you 150 quid, but I'll put 50 quid on top of what I owe you from the $2,000 that I already owe you from this.
Yeah.
So I'll work my, and that kind of works. But and then they always go bust.
Yeah, it's tough. But going on about Ruffle, someone's taken over one of their venues, haven't they?
Yeah, they've gone into
Spitfire, is it?
Spitfire Comedy's gone into the cinema, not the cinema. It is a cinema.
It's a cinema, yeah.
Yeah, cinema in Stoke.
And I've heard that it was a very good night recently.
Oh, there you go.
Because Mikey went.
Yeah,
did you go, Mikey? Did you?
Yeah, I went to the second opening night.
Nice. Who was on?
Sorry, the second opening night.
Yeah, so they did an
opening weekend. Okay.
And I went to the second night.
Oh, you went to the Saturday?
Yeah. Don't ask me the names because I always forget the names.
Brilliant, great.
They were absolutely brilliant. There was one, you'll know them if I say it. There was one guy that does a poem.
Brilliant.
You'll know. Just let me remember. It's
Danny McLaughlin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Uncle Rasputin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great bit.
Yeah.
It's a great
brilliant.
Bit.
Absolutely brilliant. I've heard that poem 3 times now, and it's funny every time.
My favourite rendition of it is when Adam Rowe and Paul Smith are doing it at Hot Water.
Oh, when they're doing the pissed up?
Yeah, when they're smashed up. Yeah. It's really funny.
The second time I heard him ever do that poem was at Dead Meat, and that was insane.
They've done really well, haven't they, the boys at
Freddie and
Freddie and Rob.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
amazing.
Really good to see,
really
man.
good.
Rob's
really,
great.
Really
Rob's always been good with the whole social media and like videos and all that sort of stuff. Rob was like one of the pioneers of that when we started out.
Yeah.
Rob was one that like created a whole like how to film your gig and what to do. Okay. Yeah, he did loads of stuff when we first started. What cameras to get, what stuff to do.
Nice.
And then when COVID happened, he did a whole thing at like a video for people saying, right, this is what you need to do if you're doing online gigs. This, if you're doing podcasts, this. Then he just did loads of stuff. Rob was great with that.
Got a lot of time for Rob and Freddie. Freddie's been really good to me. Really good to me.
Freddie only ever rings me when there's something going on.
Right, okay, yeah.
When I was going through my second divorce, Freddie rang me on the way back from a gig.
Right, okay.
He'd found out about it.
I misunderstood that. I thought that when something was going on in the industry, he'd phone you to have a gossip. But
generally that as well.
Yeah, he phoned you up when something's gone wrong with you.
Yeah, well, yeah. So when
that's nice though.
Yeah, it was good. Just I've called him out on it. He rang me. So what happened on that night? It was I was gigging with a comedian in somewhere. Reading. It was in Reading.
Tonic.
No, it was another gig. It was like a Thursday night, and the female comedian was on, and she was supposed to be in the middle, but she wanted to leave early, and I was opening, and I know the story. And I'd just gone to my house, my old house where my ex-wife was, to go and get all my stuff. So all my stuff was in bin bags in the back of my car.
Yeah, if I remember rightly, you were going through quite a messy divorce.
And it was in bin bags in the back of my car. I'd gone to this gig, I was opening, and she said to me, "Oh, I want to leave early. Can I open a new middle so I can just get off early?" I went, "Do you know what? No. Because I want to get home. I've got all my shit. I've got my life in the back of the car in bin bags. I want to get home." She then kicked off on social media saying that I was being like a horrible person about the fact that I wouldn't let her, it was causing problems with her having to get a train, and I didn't give a shit and all this sort of stuff. And I was just like, do you know what? I was going for a fucking divorce and all that sort of stuff. So it all kicked. She was like, I had a right rant at me on like posted it on social media.
Oh, it was one of those things that every comedian knows about, and it was like the gossip for a week.
Yeah. So she posted that. So then I commented just saying, look, I said, I was going for a divorce. I've got this. I'm going to be fucked to stick around.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, and then she started posting loads of stuff about, well, now I've been locked out of the train station because I got back late and all this sort of stuff. And me being me, just commented saying, oh, sorry, I forgot, I shouldn't have locked that behind me. And that then kicked off on
that went massive,
So everyone was like talking about safeguarding, all sorts of shit. I was just making a joke. So while that was going on, I was literally on the way back from that gig and my phone rings. It's Freddie Quinn.
Of course it is.
I looked at my hands the phone and went, hello, what do you want? He was like, oh, just ringing to make sure you're right. I was like, what? He's like, because of the divorce and everything. I was like, no, you're not. You're ringing me because you've seen the fucking post that so-and-so's put up. And he was like, well, yeah. I want to find out what's going on. So Freddie Quinn always does that.
Yeah. No, he loves a bit of it. I mean, we all do, though, don't we?
Yeah, everyone loves it.
When most of the times we chat, it's when something's gone on and we can have a bit of a gossip.
Yeah.
But now Freddie's been great to me, really helpful, and Rob was there for the night that I had my worst heckle ever when someone stole my sticks off me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They actually stole your sticks?
Stole my sticks, yeah. Luckily, I had the mic stand there to balance on,
Wow, who stole your sticks?
I don't know, some cunt on the front row.
An audience member just took your sticks?
Yeah.
Wow.
Away from you?
Yeah.
So you had them and they just whipped them away from you?
Yeah. It was back at the time where I had the mic in one hand and held my sticks.
Yeah.
I've changed that now, not because of that, just because my back was fucked and I haven't gone back. But yeah, so my sticks were in this hand, mic was in this hand, and he took them away. And luckily I had enough time to swap the mic over and grab the mic stand before hitting the deck.
Fucking hell, that's mental.
And that's
why have I not seen that video?
It wasn't videoed.
Fucking see, that's ridiculous. See, that's like viral.
Rob Mulholland stayed at the back and laughed.
Yeah,
as that was Rob. And thinks it's funny to this day. The Compèring.
I mean, it is funny.
Now
it's horrible.
Funny.
It's torture. I'd never do it to you.
Now it's funny. Now it's funny. At the moment, it was fucking not.
I gig with Robert. Oh, were you there?
I don't know where you're on about.
In Kendal. Did we gig in Kendal together?
I was born in Kendal.
In the brewery. Was that where Rob was? Where we?
Yes.
We had a terrible gig. It was horrible.
Gig.
It was horrible. Horrible for the first section. Like, they hated Rob.
Really didn't
They hated
like
me
him.
in the first section.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, I don't know what happened in the second section. I don't know whether they all gone out and smoked weed or something. They all came back in.
They were lovely then. Yeah.
It's fucking Cumbria, mate.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird gig. But they went from hating you even in the first section to loving you in the middle
exactly.
section. Like,
so weird.
Like, bam, gone.
Yeah, so weird.
I reckon it's because they hated Rob a lot more than they hated you.
Yeah, maybe.
And they thought, well, at least...
at least he's all right.
At least he hasn't offended.
He's not offended me massively. What he's talking about. Yeah, that's probably true.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice to try and get one of them on.
Rob and Freddie.
Yeah. All together.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'd like
it. Would be good. Well, I'm going to be honest. I asked Freddie and he said no.
They might not do it. I've never seen them on anybody else's podcast.
They keep the brand.
I have. They've done Hot Water. They've done Have a Word.
Well, they'll do Hot Water and Have a Word.
Yeah, of course.
Who wouldn't?
But yeah, exactly. I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was going to do a shout out to him then, but there ain't no chance he's watching this.
He might do.
Or we might. In fact, we could clip it and put it out there.
And tag him.
Yeah, tag him in it. Freddie Quinn said no to this because he said, here's words, he doesn't want to be seen with a disabled person on screen. That's what he said.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So Freddie, if you're watching
Freddie
this,
on brand.
Yeah, that is absolute Freddie on point. So if you're watching this, I want to prove that wrong. You're still welcome. There's a clip. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah. There's a clip.
The first clip that we put out in season 2 is
calling another comedian out on for being disabled.
Yeah. And Rob mirrored that.
Did he? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because I then messaged Rob, told him what Freddie had said, and said, would you like the opportunity to sort of rescue his podcast? And he said, no, I agree with Freddie. So that's so that's where we are. So boys, if you want to prove me wrong, come on up, that'd be lovely. Thanks. No, in fairness, it would be great to get them on. They're both great, and as I say, Freddie's really helped me out over the years, as had Rob. They've both been good. Do you know what would really help us grow is if you could subscribe to the channel and like the videos. It'll cost you nothing, and it really helps the podcast to grow. Who's helped you out when you first started? Who was sort of did you have a mentor or someone that sort of pointed you in the right direction?
There was just a lot of us in the group. Like
you, Masai, Darren, Freddie,
Jay, Aaron,
a different Freddie Farrell, wasn't it?
Freddie Farrell, and then like Aaron, Twitchin and Harriet Dyer. We all sort of started in Birmingham at the same time. So I don't
really know. I know Harriet. What was the last one?
Aaron Twitchin.
Aaron, I don't really know Aaron.
Yeah, so me and Aaron actually started at exactly the same time, pretty much. We did a course together.
Same gig?
Yeah, same course, same gig.
Oh, you came from a course?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
I did a course.
Which one?
It wasn't Ultra. It was like just a freestanding one in Birmingham.
Okay.
And then I did my first ever gig at Highlight.
Who ran the course?
It was a guy called ironically Lee Jones, but not the Lee Jones.
As you said Lee then, I was going to joke about Lee Jones.
Lee Jones, well, but not the Lee Jones.
For those who, again, because these aren't always comedy people, Roffle, the club we're on about, was owned by Lee Jones. But this is a different Lee Jones.
He ran a gig,
you wouldn't want to get comedy advice from Lee Jones or Roffle, would you?
No. Well, no. Or how to run a comedy club.
Yeah.
Well, they did run quite a good comedy club. In fairness, it just fell apart business-wise.
It was good for a long time.
Anyway, so he ran it, and he said he was a comedian. It turns out that he was kind of, but in the same level of like being an open spot comedian.
Okay.
That ran it. So it ran this course. Me and Aaron both did it. There was about 20 of us on it. We managed to get to Highlight at the end. We put a graduation thing on. 200 people, friends and family. Yeah, Highlight. So what is now the Just a Tonic in Birmingham, which is Rosie's.
Oh, right, okay.
Used to be Highlight. We're in there. 200 people. I had a great gig. I did like 7 minutes or whatever it was.
Great.
Then thought, right, I'll do this. And then did my next gig, died on my arse.
Yep.
And then just continued from there, really. Mm-hmm. And then went to the Bush and all those sort of places.
Yeah, my first gig was the Bush.
Yeah, it would be. It's most people's first gigs. So then that's how I met Aaron, and then I met Freddie and Jay and Darren. Darren I met at the Birmingham. There was an awards at Birmingham called the. No, it was called the Anal Awards. It was run by somebody else. It was like an annual something that basically it was an acronym of anal.
Yeah,
and we were both there. I remember being stood outside with Freddie, Jay, Aaron. I think Mark Cram was there.
Jay
Handley.
Yeah.
So then Mark Cram was there, and then Darren walked up, and Mark Cram went, "Oh fucking hell, I might as well not bother," because Darren turned up to do the gig, and then
was he already quite established at that point?
Yeah, he was already well known for being really good.
Yeah,
so he hammered it, like absolutely annihilated it.
I mean, he's great.
10 gigs in, we were.
Yeah.
So he smashed it and he won the award. It wasn't anything special. It was like a fucking Barbie. I think we were talking about yesterday, because I think it was about 14 years ago that he won this award.
Wow.
And it was like a Barbie on a pole that was like glued down with like, it was so fucking weird. I don't know why we're doing it. It was in like Dropkick Murphys in Birmingham.
Right. I think you presented me with my first comedy award.
Did I?
I think so.
Where at?
The Midlands Newcomer.
Did I? Which one? Was that at the Canal House?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
You either announced it or... No, you announced it and then Jay Sharif or... what?
Oh, yeah, Jay, yeah.
He gave it me because I then made that comment that I'm not going to repeat on here because it was definitely a comedy audience.
Was it a comedy roast? Was that the roast one?
No, I just decided to roast him.
Oh, okay. Because we did a roast the year after that.
But I was only joking. What I said came out not how it was intended, but
I can't remember it. To be honest with you,
I'm not going to. I'll tell you on. I'll tell you on the Patreon.
Wasn't that memorable?
I'll tell you on the Patreon. I
can't remember presenting Ricky with his first ever comedy award.
You pissed yourself laughing when I said it. You cracked up.
Can't remember it at all.
Yeah. So that was that. What other awards have you won?
So I've got best improv show at Leicester Comedy Festival.
Yeah, nice.
Best MC.
That's a good award.
What else have I won?
Have you won anything from the comedians or like the comedians?
No,
comedians
never
awards?
won the comedians awards.
Okay.
Never won any of those. I don't really know when they get out there, or I don't know.
There's always just a post in the forum,
and then
so
I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't gig enough around places. I don't know. No, I don't know. I do remember it's not good enough. That's the other thing.
Well, I always vote for the other people just to spite you.
Yeah, I thought you did.
No, I've literally sent you the screenshots before.
Yeah, I think you probably have. I can't remember. Yeah, no, I've never won any of those awards. That's it. I've never really won anything. I've never won any gongs. I've never done anything. I've never done a gong. I've never won a gong show. But yeah.
Well, you've done some.
Yeah, I've done loads. I've done Beat the Frog. I have won Beat the Frog. I won Beat the Frog because then when you win the Beat the Frog, you get to do...
You get a 10, don't you?
10 at the start of the Frog. So I have won Beat the Frog, so I've done the 10s. I did, when they used to have Preston, they had a Preston gig and they had a Manchester gig, so I've done both of those.
Okay.
Never won at the Comedy Store. I had fucking terrible times at the Comedy Store in London and in Manchester.
I mean, I'm on about the beer Keller one. Are you on about the original club?
Original one, that was horrific. Horrific, like, fucking bear pit of a gig.
They're supposed to be really...
Yeah, they are supposed to be good. I get it. It makes sense.
No, I mean, I forgot what with the...
Gong.
The gong shows.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be really brutal gong shows, aren't they?
King
the Comedy Store, King Gong. They're known for being brutal, yeah.
Absolutely brutal. I mean, I've been there before and I've seen literally someone walk on stage and say... Just come over here from Ireland, and then everyone put the cards up. Actually, 10 seconds in, come over from Ireland, 10 seconds in, gong, you're off.
Yeah.
Okay. And Mick Ferry even went. He was a gong guy then, so he was the MC,
yeah.
And he went. That was really fucking harsh. Let's get him back to do another bit. And they
brought
it back out, and then literally 5 seconds in, they were like, so being from Ireland, all the cards went back up again, and Mick went, oh, nothing I can fucking do about it.
Amazing.
Gong, you're off. See you later.
Brilliant.
You're done. Horrific.
I love that. Have you ever compared a gong?
Yeah, I compared a couple of gongs. It's a hard thing to do, comparing a gong.
I imagine.
Because you've got to be a bit of an arsehole.
Yeah.
Which isn't that hard.
I mean, you'll smash that, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Because you've got to be like, you've got to reference the fact that someone's had a terrible time.
You've got to be brutal enough to keep the audience happy, but then also not really insult.
And you've also got to make sure the audience aren't being too fucking nice.
Yeah, it's
if everyone goes through...
Yeah, it's a really long final.
It's a really long final where everyone's got to do 1 minute at the end or whatever. It's a really long time. So you've got to make sure that people are getting gonged off for the right reasons.
As I said, I've never done a gong. Got dropped
You'd win a gong every time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, vote would win
5 minutes, it's 3 before I've got to the mic.
Yeah, it takes too long to get there.
Yeah. But no, I've never done one. I managed to get in with the Comedy Store without doing a...
That's because you were with the Comedy Store, though.
No.
Their agency.
No.
Yeah, you were.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
No, I got in with them because I won a competition with Next Up and did a 10 there.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, ended up doing a 10 there because of the competition win. And then Don signed me.
Off the back of that?
Yeah.
So you kind of...
It was a 5.
A 5?
It was a 5. Yeah, Don signed me. Then he made me do the 10s on the Thursday and Friday. And then I got a weekend, yeah.
Still going all right? Still getting the weekends at the Comedy Store?
Yeah, because I'm not signed with them anymore because they
dissolved the agency, didn't they?
Yeah, they got rid of the agency. Don came back from his holiday and decided that he didn't want an agency anymore, and they were going to change the format of their weekends to 3 acts and a compare as opposed to the 4. Yeah. But then after 3, so the Simons had to go and cancel an act.
1 act on every night.
Every weekend, and then 2 weeks later they decided to go back to the original things, that to get in touch and rebook as many people as possible. But he didn't bring the agency back.
No.
But yeah, I still work for them.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I was speaking to Simon the other day. In fact, there's Simon Mason. He's had a stroke.
Has he? Oh, God.
Yeah, really bad. Yeah, when he was in Edinburgh.
Shit.
Yeah, I think he's okay now. He's just like walking. I say okay as far as strokes go. I think it was quite a minor one, and they sorted it quick. I think he's walking with a bit of a limp. But yeah, not very.
Is it?
Yeah, fucking man up,
you
Simon.
gave him no fucking sympathy.
Yeah, man up,
you
Simon.
You fucking hate anyone with a disability.
Bitch. Yeah.
Deaf. Gotta live. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Send him your spare sticks in the post.
I've got to give them to Doug.
Why?
Because Doug thinks he needs a knee replacement or hip replacement. I wasn't really listening.
I wasn't listening.
I was really listening,
Really empathetic to his friends that have got problems.
I can't remember what he said, but
I think my friend needs to have a knee or hip replacement.
Yeah, so he asked to borrow my sticks. Or I offered to borrow my sticks, but I've got spare ones.
Do they assume they go bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah, about to say, otherwise...
Oh, they'd be no good at that size.
Yeah, that'd be terrible for a fucking dog to use. Doug's a big guy.
Yeah, he's more your height, isn't he?
Exactly, yeah. Give him to them. He'll have a bad back by the end of it.
Yeah, so I can't...
Just bent over.
I can't give Simon my sticks because I've already promised him elsewhere.
Okay,
but basically, I hate anyone with a disability in comedy because it's competition. I don't need the competition.
No, you don't. No, that's true.
I'm not good enough.
Yeah. The jokes don't win through for you.
I'm not funny enough.
Yeah, you're not funny enough.
I followed other cerebral palsy acts and died as a result.
I know, I've seen it.
Which one were you at?
I was at the
Tonic.
I was at Just Tonic in Leicester.
Yeah.
No, in Leicester. I was at Just Tonic in Leicester, and Benny Shakes was on before you.
Oh yeah.
And Benny went on and you did all your jokes.
He did a load of cerebral palsy jokes, and I had nothing.
And then you walked on, and you weren't. There's the fucking most brilliant thing to see. So obviously, there's only so much opening you can do with your disabilities.
Yeah.
So Benny had already done the whole. Oh, thanks for having me in such a accessible venue because it was like all downstairs and fucking loads of stuff. So Benny had done that, got a massive laugh. Ricky walks on having not seen Benny do that. I didn't tell him that Benny had done that.
I didn't know.
Ricky walks on and opens with exactly the same line. The audience just went...
because I didn't know Benny had been on at that point. I thought, this is fucking weird. It made no sense to me at all. I thought, right, plow on. That was a bad idea in hindsight.
Because you went through all the same tropes. It was fucking brilliant to watch.
Yeah, thanks. Tonic have done that three times to me. They got me to... When they had the Derby venue... They had Aaron Simmons in the middle and they put me on a double, so I didn't know what he'd done. And then obviously doing another load of cerebral palsy stuff, I died. And then I did the Nottingham venue and they had a trial 10 spot from London who had some sort of disability it wasn't cerebral palsy, but it looked and sounded cerebral palsy. And he had a lot of similar sort of stuff. And then I went on literally straight after him. I was middling. So he did his trial 10. Then I went on. Shit. But what did help me is that an audience member was...
Goes to show, doesn't it?
An audience member...
Write some new fucking jokes.
Really, yeah. An audience member was really quite horrible because when he came off...
I can't follow another... That'd be like me going, I can't follow another white guy. Yeah. Can't follow another straight white man. That's fucking mental. God, he's done all my jokes.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Well, you lose the shock value, don't you, of saying the same words. You just lose it all.
Can't fucking believe it.
Yeah, terrible.
He's gone there and spoke about being like in a relationship. What? I thought my bit, mate. It's mine.
Yeah, it's my bit. Yeah. Tonic have done it 3 times to me.
Well, the way you're saying they've done it, like they've booked you as a comedian. They've not booked you. They've not fucked you over.
Darryl
fucked yourself over. Is what you've done by not having enough.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I absolutely agree. Yeah. The thing is, like, I haven't been going that long.
No.
So
how long have you been going?
Just entered my 4th year.
4 years.
So I haven't actually got the depth of material that...
No. You've not been going long enough to have anything.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm very lucky that I've moved quite quick through and have able to quit the day job already, but haven't got the experience or the as I say, the depth of material that someone else would do in these gigs yet.
Yeah.
So I can't follow another disabled guy yet.
It's not absolutely like telegraphed
to
every single other disabled comedian that's ever done it.
Yeah, I need to,
I just want to know who's booking more than one disabled person for a gig.
Everyone.
Apparently, quite often.
Apparently, to Ricky, it's anyone that Ricky's on the bill with who wants to try and fuck him over, apparently, to Ricky.
Yeah.
I've been to a few gigs now, and I've never, apart from yours, I've never seen anybody with a disability that's not
you have.
visible.
You have, there's a few.
I've seen the invisible ones, because you can always tell, but I mean, like... I'm just on about the visible ones.
Yeah. Well, there's quite a few, I would say. But yeah, I don't think. I just don't think it should be a thing. I just don't think it should be like.
I agree.
I can't get on that. Can't get if someone else has been on with a wheelchair. What am I going to do now?
No, I massively agree, and I'm putting pen to paper to write some stuff that's not. And I've been working with a few people to.
How can you be talking about that? That's my thing.
Yeah,
I've got sticks.
Yeah.
So's he, Ricky. It's just he's been on first.
Yeah.
It'd be the other way around. If you'd gone on first, and then maybe a better comedian and go on and go, oh fuck, he's already done that. So
yeah. Well, if I had more stuff, I'd have done it.
Yeah, well, just maybe that should be it. Don't use it as your opener.
Well, with Benny, I didn't realise that.
No, that's true.
No one had told me.
The other one you did with Aaron.
No, I didn't use the same.
What about the one that was on the 10 before, and then you went on straight after?
He didn't reference the accessibility, so I did that, and that bit worked.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually, that was quite good for me because there was disabled 10. And then the compare went on and did something about someone growing special vegetables in the attic, as in weed.
Yeah.
But then someone in the audience made a fucking horrible joke about vegetables in the attic about the previous the act.
Yeah.
So then I went and as another disabled act and fucking called him out straight away because his speech was affected.
I was there at that one.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, that was Tonic in Nottingham.
Yeah, Tonic Nottingham.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah. I didn't hear you say Tonic in Nottingham.
Oh,
sorry.
yeah. I thought you were there.
Yeah.
And then I sort of went on to that, which was...
Yeah, I remember that. Because that guy got thrown out.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Deservedly so.
Was that the one that's... I think it was... No, it wasn't. I heard the story of the one which was... I think Nick Page was closing and there was you on and I can't remember who else was on before you. Again, I think it was another night where there was 2 disabled comedians on. I think Nick walked on at the end and said, I've got a bit of a hurty leg.
Yeah. He does. Every time he follows me, he does that.
I've got a bit of a hurty leg.
Yeah.
Oh, I've come on here to talk about this. I've got a bit of a hurty leg.
Yeah, he does that all the time. I'm gigging with Nick on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow. Yeah. In Gloucester for a load of farmers.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I like Gloucester.
Me, Ben Briggs, and Nick.
I ain't seen Ben for fucking ages.
Doing a double header.
No, I haven't seen
Ben for a while actually. We used to speak quite a lot, but we've sort of drifted.
I used to speak to him during COVID. I used to speak to him nearly every day. We'd speak about whatever documentaries we were watching and all that sort of stuff. But
yeah, I like Ben. He's a good boy.
Yeah, I like Ben. He's great.
He's a good boy. Mate, I think we should
wrap up. I need to get back to my 8-month-old.
Well, before you do, you're going to stick around and do a bit for the Patreon, aren't you?
Fucking hell, how long's that going to be?
Wow, as long as we need. But we need to tell them stories we were talking about.
Oh, shit.
That we didn't want to do on the public.
Let's fucking bang that out quick.
Yeah, so thanks ever so much. John, where can they find you?
At Jon Pearson, I think online. At Johnny P Comic. At Johnny P_comic.
Okay, well, whichever one it is, we'll put it in the description. You'll be able to find him.
He's fucking there somewhere.
Yeah, anything you want to plug or...
No, just look at my reels.
Yeah. He needs to earn. So
I need to earn some dollars. So
even if you think it's shit,
look at my reels, like the reels, like the TikToks, do whatever you need to do.
Press the like button, share it, all that stuff. Yeah. Thanks ever so much. If you are not already a Patreon, we're going to go over to Patreon now. It's only £1 a month for the first 1,000 Patrons, and there's still some available. So just patreon.com/unstablepod. Do me a favour, like and subscribe to this. It really genuinely does help the podcast. Whatever platform you're watching it on, it costs you nothing and really does help this to grow. So thanks very much. Have a great week and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.